Welcome to our Hong Kong Brief program. I'm your host, Jenny. Today, we have some significant news to cover. First off, the clothing retailer Jeanswest has announced its collapse, leading to the closure of over 90 stores and the loss of hundreds of jobs. This decision follows years of struggle and comes as a blow to the Australian retail sector, which is already facing challenging conditions. While there's hope to maintain an online presence, the situation remains dire for many employees. In tech news, Chinese AI startup DeepSeek has unveiled an update to its V3 model, which enhances its reasoning abilities, especially in advanced math and coding. This update positions DeepSeek in direct competition with OpenAI's GPT 4.5, as benchmark tests suggest DeepSeek's model outperforms its rival in coding tasks. This development is stirring excitement in the tech community and has contributed to a surge in the Hang Seng Tech Index, showcasing the potential of Chinese innovation. Lastly, we have a story about the Hong Kong Psychological Society, which is hesitant to disclose the identities of professionals committing misconduct due to fears of legal repercussions. This follows a troubling case where a rehired counselor faced substantiated complaints. Critics argue that this lack of transparency undermines accountability in the profession. Please stay tuned for more detailed coverage on these stories. Australian Broadcasting Corporation reports that the beloved clothing retailer Jeanswest has succumbed to the pressures of a challenging retail environment, resulting in the imminent closure of over 90 stores and the loss of hundreds of jobs. Administrators from Pitcher Partners announced that despite efforts to revive the brand, the company entered administration in January 2020 and was briefly saved by Hong Kong's Harbour Guidance. With the closure of its stores, the company is expected to hold a massive sale to clear stock, while efforts are underway to maintain some online presence to potentially save a fraction of the 600 jobs affected. While Jeanswest stores in New Zealand will remain operational, the impact on the Australian workforce is significant, drawing parallels to other recent retail collapses, such as Mosaic, which left thousands of workers in uncertainty. Nikkei Asia reveals that the Chinese AI startup DeepSeek has made waves in the tech world with the release of its updated V3 language model, which boasts enhanced reasoning abilities, particularly in advanced mathematics and coding, surpassing OpenAI's GPT 4.5 in these areas. This new model, DeepSeek V3-0324, aims to improve the quality of Chinese writing tasks, showcasing the rapid advancement of AI technology in China. The company's rise has not only highlighted its innovative potential but also rekindled optimism surrounding Chinese tech, as evidenced by the recent attendance of DeepSeek's founder at a high-profile gathering with President Xi Jinping. The Hang Seng Tech Index has seen a notable surge, reflecting the growing confidence in China's AI sector and its capabilities to compete on a global scale. South China Morning Post discusses the Hong Kong Psychological Society's reluctance to name professionals who commit misconduct, as legal challenges loom over potential privacy violations. The issue surfaced following a case where a counselor, despite substantiated complaints against her, was rehired, raising concerns among the public and the complainant. The society, which has faced legal hurdles, halted the publication of disciplinary findings in 2023, requiring a consensus among its 3,000 members to amend its privacy policy. Lawmakers have expressed concern over the lack of stringent regulations for counselors compared to other professionals, calling for a more robust oversight system to ensure accountability and protect vulnerable individuals, especially children, from misconduct. South China Morning Post reports that Hong Kong stocks experienced a positive shift as investors rekindled their interest in Chinese electric vehicle (EV) manufacturers and technology firms. The Hang Seng Index saw a modest increase of 0.4%, recovering from its lowest closing value since early March. Notably, shares of NIO surged by 2.2% after CEO William Li announced expectations of breaking even by the fourth quarter of the year. Meanwhile, Xpeng made a significant comeback with a 3.1% rise, reflecting a broader trend of bargain hunting among investors following a recent market correction. The rally was further supported by a tech stock surge on Wall Street, where Tesla's impressive 5-day gain captured attention. In addition, the world's leading EV battery producer, contemporary Amperex Technology, received approval for a substantial Hong Kong listing, potentially marking the largest share sale in 4 years. Nikkei Asia highlights the Trump administration's aggressive approach to curtailing China's technological advancements, specifically targeting artificial intelligence and military technologies. The U.S. Commerce Department's Bureau of Industry and Security has added 80 organizations to its entity list, primarily focusing on Chinese entities. This move aims to prevent the Chinese Communist Party from acquiring high-performance computing capabilities and developing hypersonic weaponry. The Commerce Department emphasized the importance of safeguarding American technology from being utilized against national security interests, with officials stating that this blacklist serves as a critical tool in disrupting adversaries' access to U.S. innovations. The announcement comes amid rising tensions between the U.S. and China, with no immediate response from Beijing. In a celebratory event reported by South China Morning Post, the Hong Kong Jockey Club recognized remarkable young talents through its Scholarships and Fellowships Award presentation ceremony. A total of 116 students were awarded scholarships for their academic excellence and community service, while the inaugural JC STEM Early Career Research Fellowship was presented to 10 promising STEM researchers. Club Chairman Michael Lee emphasized the importance of nurturing future leaders and the transformative potential of AI. One of the scholarship recipients, James Lee, who has faced significant challenges due to a disability, is determined to use his engineering skills to improve the lives of those with similar conditions. The club's commitment to education and talent development has resulted in the disbursement of nearly 891 million Hong Kong dollars, supporting over 1,100 outstanding students, and reflects its ongoing mission to foster a better society through innovation and compassion. South China Morning Post highlights the importance of orthodontics, emphasizing that teeth straightening goes beyond just achieving a perfect smile, it significantly impacts overall oral health and self-confidence. Misaligned teeth can lead to difficulties in maintaining proper hygiene, increasing the risk of cavities and gum disease, as well as causing speech issues. The article outlines various orthodontic problems, such as malocclusion and jaw misalignment, and discusses the latest treatment options including traditional braces, clear aligners, and retainers. By understanding these aspects, individuals can make informed decisions that contribute to long-term dental health. In another report, South China Morning Post covers a safety scare in Hong Kong's public hospitals concerning the Polaris 50 ceiling-mounted examination lamps. Following an incident where one of these lamps fell and struck 2 medical workers, health authorities decided to suspend the use of this model in public facilities as a precautionary measure. Although the affected staff members did not sustain serious injuries, the hospital authority is taking proactive steps to ensure safety by conducting thorough inspections and seeking guarantees from the manufacturer before resuming use. Alternative examination lights have been provided to ensure uninterrupted clinical services while investigations continue. Lastly, the South China Morning Post features a unique collaboration between Henry Jacques and the couple Heron Preston and Sabrina Albarello, who crafted bespoke perfumes reflecting their relationship. Each fragrance embodies their individual personalities while complementing one another, with Preston's scent evoking freshness and warmth reminiscent of cherished memories, and Albarello's fragrance offering a soft, enveloping embrace. This creative endeavor not only showcases their artistic synergy but also symbolizes the balance and interconnectedness of their romantic bond, illustrating how personal narratives can be transformed into olfactory art. South China Morning Post reports that Hong Kong's education authorities are set to revamp the recruitment model for native English-speaking teachers, NETs, starting in September. The new scheme will eliminate the cash retention bonus and reduce gratuity for newly hired NETs, reflecting changes in the attrition rates which have stabilized below 10%. Schools will now have the option to hire multiple NETs and native English teaching assistants under a new lump sum grant, with primary schools receiving 900,000 Hong Kong dollars and secondary schools 1 million Hong Kong dollars. The Education Bureau aims to provide schools with flexibility in determining remuneration packages based on qualifications and experience, while also ensuring that the scheme remains attractive to educators. In another piece, the South China Morning Post discusses the recent developments surrounding the northern metropolis in Hong Kong, highlighting the need for a clear vision in urban planning. While the Kai Tak area has transformed into a vibrant hub of sports and culture, the Northern Metropolis project struggles with fragmented governance and a lack of cohesive planning. The article emphasizes the importance of defining distinct development themes for different districts to attract investment and support local industries. It calls for a dedicated authority to streamline planning efforts and ensure that the northern metropolis can effectively position itself as a leading technology and innovation center. The Sydney Morning Herald covers a concerning incident involving Hong Kong dissident Ted Hui, who has received a threatening letter from authorities in Hong Kong offering a reward for his capture. Hui, who fled to Australia amid a crackdown on democracy, shared the letter's contents on social media, asserting that it aims to intimidate him and suppress his advocacy for freedom in Hong Kong. The Australian Federal Police are investigating the matter, and officials have condemned the letter as unacceptable foreign interference. The situation highlights the ongoing tensions between Hong Kong activists and the Chinese government, as well as the challenges faced by those speaking out against authoritarianism while living abroad. South China Morning Post reports that the upcoming Hong Kong Sevens rugby tournament and Art Basel are providing a much-needed boost to the city's hotels and restaurants. With occupancy rates rising significantly, up to 20%, compared to February, establishments are experiencing increased business from long-haul tourists, particularly from the United States, Canada, the United Kingdom, and Europe. Jack Chung Keatang, director of CTSHK Metropark Hotels Management, noted a shift in visitor demographics, with mainland Chinese tourists dropping from 67% to around 51% in March, as more Southeast Asian visitors are entering the scene. The Sevens, taking place at the newly opened Kai Tak Sports Park, is expected to attract a diverse crowd willing to spend on premium accommodations and dining, with the added influence of Art Basel enhancing the overall tourist experience. In another piece from South China Morning Post, the retail sector in Hong Kong is showing signs of stabilization as residents are less inclined to shop across the border in Shenzhen. UBS Investment Bank suggests that retail sales may remain flat this year, an improvement from previous predictions of a decline. Categories like supermarkets and food sales have seen growth, while the overall retail environment is adjusting to new norms. Kathy Chung from JLL highlighted that the decline in cross-border trips and a lack of new shopping centers in Shenzhen are contributing to this shift. With mega events planned and a resumption of the individual visit scheme, there is optimism that the retail market may be on the cusp of recovery, aided by lower rents and increased consumer spending. Lastly, the South China Morning Post covers the controversy surrounding Richard Li's presence at a summit in Beijing amid the fallout from his family's sale of Panama Canal ports. Observers noted the significance of his appearance, especially as the central government had expressed concerns over the deal. Richard Li's attendance was seen as a signal of his independence from the family business, despite the ongoing scrutiny. The sale, which has drawn criticism from political figures and media alike, raises questions about the intersection of business and national interests in China. With major international companies present at the forum, the event underscored the complexities faced by Chinese enterprises in navigating political landscapes while pursuing commercial endeavors. Thank you for tuning in. The content above showcases the latest briefing reports and analytical synopses, thoughtfully curated by the 6Do team. These insights stem from a wide array of reputable media outlets, think tanks, government sources, and specialized experts worldwide. We encourage you to explore these sources for a comprehensive perspective. Keep in mind that while the content may not always align with the official standpoint of 6Do Brief, it's not meant to be taken as absolute directives for decision-making. Comprising seasoned media professionals, learned scholars, and accomplished scientists, the 6Do team embodies a trailblazing, fully independent media entity. To customize 6Do Brief to meet your professional needs, you have the option to subscribe to a diverse array of briefings on our website, 6dobrief.com. Regardless of your location, you can conveniently receive 6Do Brief via email.